this screencast is to help guide you through the process of making a facility reservation at one of our properties for your group. I'm here on our homepage of our website, cpcbsa.org. From here, I will go up to the camping menu and select the property that I wish to make a reservation for. I'm choosing Camp Clark in this case in order to make my reservation. From the Camp Clark page, as with any other camp page, I will scroll down to find the non-summer reservation section. From the non-summer reservation section, I will click the Reserve button. At this point, you will be prompted to either log in or create a new account. If you are a unit, a pack, troop, team, crew, post, or other group of the Cascade Pacific Council, your group already has a username and password and a profile that was set up for them. If you are in need of finding out what your username and password are, you can contact the Volunteer Service Desk at the Cascade Pacific Council office for assistance. If you are an outside group that is not currently affiliated with the Council, you will need to create a new account. There is a separate webinar to help you create a new account. Many of the items for those of you who need to create a new account will not be available for reservation online. You'll have to contact Juliana Helwig at the Council office in order to make your reservation. For our own units, however, we will enter a username and password, and in this case, I will enter our demo account to go through the process. This will take you to a page that is most likely familiar to many of our folks now at this point. Under the Events and Facilities menu over here, if you scroll to the very bottom, you will see items like Facilities Aubrey-Watzick Lodge, Facilities Butte Creek Scout Ranch, Facilities Camp Baldwin. Any item that starts with Facilities is an actual facility reservation for your group to go camping throughout the year at one of our properties. You'll select your camp. You will click Add Trip. Here you will need to give your trip a name that you and your unit will remember for future reference. We will also need to select the arrival and departure date of our reservation. In this case, I'm selecting that we will start camping on March 25th, 2016, and we will finish our camp out on March 27th. I will be bringing 10 youth and 3 adults. The cost of your reservation does not depend on the number of youth and adults that you bring. We do, however, collect this data for reporting purposes to show the usage of each individual facility. Currently, for our demo account, the contact name is John Doe and the phone number and email address are shown. When you make your reservation for your group, your unit's information will show as who the contact information is. If you have a different contact for this specific trip that is not the one that immediately pops up, you will want to change that for reference from our reservation staff in order to contact your group ahead of time. Once this is all correct, we will click the Add Trip button at the bottom of the screen. Now our trip is in, and we need to select campsites for our reservation. We will click Add View Reservations button at the bottom right, which will take us to a new page. On the right hand side, we will select the Add Reservation button and select the items that we would like to have for that weekend. We will select the Nestucca campsite, pick the arrival date, pick the end date, save our reservation. We can select several campsites and buildings and other options, and it will populate this list here. On the right hand side, it will show the cost for each item as they are selected. In this case, this campsite is set to 0. The demo profile is set to be a profile that receives automatic discounts for reaching Friends of Scouting goals by the specified date. If your unit is one that is supposed to receive a Friends of Scouting discount for our facility reservations, and it does not show 0 for your campsites, please contact the Volunteer Service Desk and we will find out where the error is in the system. If you've selected items that you want to make changes to, you will want to highlight that item in the list and select the Open Reservation button. You here then can change dates of each item or completely remove the item from your list by clicking the Remove Reservation button. When your changes are complete, click Save Reservation to return to the previous screen. When your list is correct with all of the items that you wish to reserve for your trip, select Cart from the top of the screen. And in this case, since this is a unit that receives an FOS discount, there is a $0 amount due. I will just have to push the Submit My Order button to complete the reservation and exit. If I had money, I would have to actually provide payment. Payments can be made by credit card. If you're a group that needs to make a payment via check, please leave your item in the cart and contact the Volunteer Service Desk to make a payment. If everything in the cart is correct, I will click Submit My Order, and my order has been placed successfully.